Today we're going to talk about the best foods for prostate health and also the worst foods for prostate health. Now, if you're new here, I make videos every single week on all things men's health. So make sure you subscribe so you can be notified when I post new videos. Also, I created a free guide to help you with erectile dysfunction that includes a quick and easy home test that you can do today. And if you stick around to the end of this video, I'll tell you how you can get a free copy of that guide. Alright, so let's dive right in. We'll start with the worst foods for prostate health, and then move on to the best foods for prostate health. So the first one is dairy product. Now, studies have shown that consuming too much dairy can actually increase your risk of getting prostate cancer. So what dairy products are? We're talking about milk, cheese, yogurt, butter, things like that. The reason why dairy is a problem is because it contains milk growth hormones. And when you consume those milk growth hormones, your body can sometimes develop an immunity to them. And that can lead to an increased risk of prostate cancer. The second worst food for your prostate is red meat. And I know a lot of guys are going to be upset about this one because red meat is a high protein source and it tastes good. However, there was a study done by Harvard University that actually showed that eating a lot of red meat can increase your risk of getting prostate cancer. Now, before you throw out all your steaks and ground beef, I want you to know that this study only showed a correlation between eating red meat and increased risk of prostate cancer. It didn't show causation. Another thing I want you to know is that this study only looked at guys who ate more than 3 servings of red meat per week. So if you're having a burger every once in a while, don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world. But if you're someone who has a steak every night, you need to cut that out. The third worst food for your prostate is processed meats. This includes deli meats such as salami, pepperoni, sausage, bacon, canned meat, chili, hot dogs, things like that. Processed meats have been linked to an increased risk of not only prostate cancer, but also aggressive prostate cancer. So if you're tired of getting all fired up about something and then having it turn out to be a dud, you need to stay away from these types of foods. The fourth worst food for your prostate is fried and fatty foods. These are the types of foods that are usually high in saturated and trans fats. And what these types of fats do is they increase inflammation throughout your body. And chronic inflammation is a risk factor for prostate cancer. So foods like fried chicken, fatty meats, fried fish, things like that need to be avoided if you want to keep your prostate healthy. The fifth worst food for your prostate is sugary drinks. This includes soda, sweetened teas, energy drinks, fruit juices, things like that. So when you consume a lot of sugar, your body starts to develop insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is a risk factor for a number of diseases, including prostate cancer. So if you want to reduce your risk of developing prostate cancer, stay away from sugary drinks. Alright, now that we've covered the 5 worst foods for your prostate, let's move on to the 5 best foods for your prostate. No, one is tomatoes. Tomatoes are rich in a nutrient called lycopene. Lycopene is a carotenoid, which is a pigment that gives fruits and vegetables their red color. Studies have shown that consuming foods that are high in lycopene can actually reduce your risk of developing prostate cancer. Now, if you don't like eating tomatoes, you can also get lycopene through tomato-based products, such as tomato sauce, tomato paste, and even ketchup. Just make sure you don't add too much sugar to it. The second best food for your prostate is green leafy vegetables. Vegetables such as spinach, kale, broccoli, Brussels sprouts contain a number of nutrients that are essential for prostate health. These nutrients include vitamins A, C, E, K, as well as a number of antioxidants and phytochemicals. No. 3 is fish. Fish is a great source of omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s have anti-inflammatory properties that can help reduce chronic inflammation in your body. Chronic inflammation, as I mentioned earlier, is a risk factor for prostate cancer. So by eating fish, you can help reduce that risk. The fourth best food for your prostate is nuts and seeds. These foods are high in healthy fats, fiber, and protein. Some of the best nuts and seeds for your prostate include almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and sesame seeds. And the fifth best food for your prostate is whole grains. Examples of whole grains include brown rice, quinoa, oats, barley, whole wheat products. These types of foods are high in fiber, which is important for maintaining prostate health. So if you want to reduce your risk of prostate cancer and improve your overall prostate health, make sure you avoid the 5 worst foods that I talked about in this video and eat more of the 5 best foods that I recommended. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're interested in learning more about natural ways to improve your prostate health, click the link below and grab my free guide. In it, I go over 6 powerful tips to improve your prostate health. And as I mentioned earlier, if you're struggling with erectile dysfunction, I created a free guide to help you. That includes a quick and easy home test that you can do today. To get your free copy of that guide, just click the link below. It's on the website. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. And remember to take care of yourself, because you're worth it.